Nick and Taylor deserve to have a normal, happy pregnancy. I'm not gonna ruin that.
It may already be ruined.
Will you just stop it, Carl? Stop. I don't want to discuss this again. Do not mention the lab, do not mention the eggs, and do not mention Taylor's pregnancy.
Hey, I know you're not big on warm milk, so how about if I heat you up a nice warm brandy?
Oh.
Sweetheart, you okay?
I got a phone call, and it's on my mind, and I'd like to take care of it. Would you be okay with that?
You have to go back out?
Shouldn't take long.
Is everything okay?
Well, I hope so. I'll be home soon.
Okay, just hurry back.
I love you and this little baby so much.
I love you too. Hurry back.
So Katie took the kids out for ice cream.
She thought you and I could use some time alone.
How did it go?
Telling my sisters about what happened to me?
Can't have been easy.
No. But it was cathartic. I mean, they sensed that something was wrong anyway.
I bet they wanted to tear my mother limb from limb, and I wouldn't blame them at all.
I wasn't even going to tell them about your mother. Donna has her on her hit list as it is. But then your father came over.
And everything came out, I bet.
Do you think he means it? This time it's really over between him and your mother?
After what she did, he damn well better mean it.
What matters is what you're doing. How you've been here for me. With all your love and your warmth, understanding. It really means a lot to me. I want to thank you for that. I've missed you, Ridge. I've missed us.
Carl, you followed me here from the restaurant?
I forgot to tell you something.
Oh, my goodness, Carl, this has got to stop. You're really becoming obsessed.
Hey, I'm not the one burying my head in the sand, but I live by the beach, so the sand is kind of...
Carl! I would have never agreed to go to dinner with you if I had known that you were going to bring this up again.
The great University Hospital egg mix-up?
There was no egg mix-up.
You're in denial. If you can at least allow for the possibility that...
Will you just stop? We have discussed this ad nauseum. You know good and well that I was going to tell Nick and Taylor about this, but the powers that be at the hospital assured me that it was not a possibility. I even saw the records. If you don't drop this for good, I'm just going to have to cut off any sort of relationship or friendship, any association that I have with you. Do you understand? Well, so why'd you follow me here? You said you had something to show me.
Oh, I don't like your PDA.
You came all this way to show me how to unlock my PDA?
You use Alt-L to lock it, and then Alt-G to unlock it. Easy as scrambling eggs. Pie. Easy as pie.
Bridget!
Oh.
Bridget, it's Nick. I need to talk to you.
Go. No, go out the... I'll call you later. Just go.
Bridget!
Nick. What's wrong?
Well, that's what I'd like to know. The baby. Mine and Taylor's. Is there a problem? Is the baby in some sort of danger? I want to know. I want to know now.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. It's very late, but I promised Phoebe I'd drop these off, so that's what I'm doing.
Oh. So, is this the new fragrance line?
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Really, really pretty packaging.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Anyway, I'll see myself out. Thanks.
You have dinner plans with Ridge?
No, actually, I haven't heard from him in a few days. He went to Big Bear with Brooke and the kids. Well, after that whole custody thing, you know, they needed some time, so.
And you're feeling a little neglected? Jealous, maybe a combination of both?
I'm sorry. It's just spending time together these last few days and raising our little boy. It just seems so simple, so right. I mean, why does life have to be so complicated?
This from a woman whose life is nothing but complicated.
Well, maybe I don't want it to be that way anymore. Maybe I just want this. You've been there for me, Ridge. More than anybody ever has. And you convinced me that I could move past this ugliness and reclaim my life. And I do want that. I do. But how do I reclaim my life when the man that's been the center of it for so long isn't there? Why would I even want to?
Nick, why would you think something's wrong with the baby?
Be honest with me, Bridget.
I am. You saw the last ultrasound. The baby's perfectly healthy.
Then what were you talking to this Carl, what's his name about?
You heard me talking to Carl?
On the phone. After you left the restaurant, you dialed my cell phone. Accidentally, apparently.
Oh my God.
What's going on here? What are you not telling us? What are you keeping from us, Bridget? Damn it, be honest with me.
I am, Nick, I am. Everything is fine with the baby. I promise you.
What about Taylor?
She's fine.
Well, then what were you talking about on the phone? There's something going on here. You and this Carl guy know something. Something to do with the lab and Taylor's happiness. Those were the exact words, and I'm not leaving here until I find out exactly what's going on.
Logan, you've already reclaimed your life. As a woman, as a mother. And you did that the moment you didn't let Andy Johnson and my mother take more from you than they already did. You fought back.
With your help.
And now you're ready to take the next step. I just think that the sooner we get back to normal, the better off you're gonna be.
You mean the sooner I move back home? That's what you're really saying, right?
Well, I'm trying to give Ridge the benefit of the doubt. It's not particularly easy. I keep hearing about Brooke's mysterious hold that she has on the men she's been involved with.
Well, welcome to my world. No, what used to be my world. When I think of all the years I wasted looking over my shoulder because of her, not anymore.
Because of Nick.
Yes. Yes, I think I finally know what it feels like to have a man who's really devoted to me. And Nick is very devoted to me and this baby. Brooke is completely out of his life. Fortunately, there's nothing tying him to Brooke like there is with Ridge, so I don't have to deal with Brooke in my life ever again.
I'm waiting.
Well, it all started in Australia.
Australia?
Do you remember when my mom returned from Australia and she wanted you to take her back? when she came home, you were engaged to Taylor. And then she found out that Taylor couldn't conceive, and my mom thought if she could give you the baby that you've always wanted, that there might be a chance for the two of you. So she came to me and asked if I would run some tests on her eggs to see if that would even be a viable option.
But I was with Taylor. Your mother knew that.
I know, but she couldn't accept that, and she wouldn't accept it until she found out that you were going to have a baby anyway through in vitro. So she decided to donate her eggs for research.
Okay.
Well, you and Taylor, you picked the anonymous donor, and the eggs were harvested in the hospital, and when it came time for the fertilization process, we asked for Mrs. Maroney's eggs. Naturally, we were referring to the donor eggs. But,
But what?
when my mom came in to have her eggs tested, unbeknownst to her, her medical record still said Maroney, which explains why 2 Petri dishes showed up in the lab, both labeled Maroney. One from cryogenics, my mother's, and the other were the donor's eggs. And initially we thought that everything went fine. Mrs. Maroney's eggs were fertilized. The implantation went well. And it wasn't until a little later that we discovered there might have been some confusion.
What kind of confusion?
We can't be 100% certain which eggs were implanted into Taylor.
So you're saying that the egg inside of Taylor, that baby might not be from the donor, but from Brooke. Tell me that's not what you're saying here. Tell me that's not what happened.
Logan, please don't take this the wrong way.
I realize you've started something with Ashley, and you have her feelings to consider. But Ridge, these last few days up in Big Bear, waking up in the same home together and having our children surround us, I know you had to feel the same way I did.
Brooke.
You are my savior. And for as long as I live, I will never forget what you've done for me. What we've been to each other. And I know, in your heart, that you'll never forget it either.
I know. Brooke's never going to be completely out of Ridge's life because they have a child. Obviously, that's not the case with Nick.
Thank God. Well, but if you want to be with Ridge, I can give you one good piece of advice, and that is to never let your guard down. Brooke certainly won't let a little thing like his interest in you get in the way, much less a big commitment.
So, you're telling me that I'm in for what? One hell of a fight? Is that what you're saying?
No, Brooke doesn't go quietly.
Really? Well, maybe I should. Don't get me wrong. I think that Ridge is very, very special. I just refuse to let myself get drawn into a competition for any man. I mean, never again. What? What, you don't believe me?
No, I believe you. I heard exactly what you said, and I
don't.
know you think you believe what you just said, but I'm getting the feeling that really you've fallen really hard for Ridge. I don't know, I could be wrong.
You're not wrong.
Then you just have to hang in there. hopefully I'm living proof that you can have a life after Brooke. In fact, I don't think I've ever been this happy in my life.
Well, this just can't happen.
But Nick, we don't know that it has. In all likelihood, the donor's eggs were the ones that were used.
But you're not sure, are you?
University Hospital is one of the best medical facilities in the nation. But even with a million safeguards, mistakes can occur. But I have been assured by the people who would know that the probability of this happening is extremely low, if not impossible.
How long have you known about this?
I've known for quite a while.
Quite a while? You've known for almost 6 months and you're just telling me this now? How could you keep this from me?
Because Dr. Mills, the chief of staff, came to me and told me that I had lost my professional objectivity because I was too close to the situation.
Too close to the situation? So you just shut up about it the whole time?
No, Nick, I became convinced that this was impossible.
Well, you were convinced. But what about this ferret guy that you work with? He's in the lab. He believes it could happen.
He doesn't have any proof. He just over-dramatizes everything.
But still, the wrong egg could have been implanted inside of my wife. Even you admit that.
Nick, I have to believe that Taylor is carrying your baby with the donor. Everything inside of me is telling me that. All of my professional instincts. It's what my heart believes.
Well, what if you're wrong? What if your instincts and your heart are wrong? And Taylor's actually carrying around Brooke's child? What do you suggest I do?